here on a very special live because today we're in Tara, live from Tara. I'm standing in front of the Leah Fall here, the Stone of Destiny, uh, beside which is a monument to the Battle of 1798. There was a battle near here in the 1798 uprising, which is often forgotten, but it was here, fought here. And afterwards, Daniel O'Connell had a monster meeting here as well. Um, Tara is a very special place. It was a very special place in the imagination of the Gaelic Irish because it started off in Neolithic times in that passage grave, that mound over there. When the Gaelic Irish arrived in Ireland, when they got going, they took great advantage of places like this, places of like Rathcrowan, Dúlánala, the which were major centres before them, but they were used to legitimate kingship. So the kingship of Tara, was held by the Unail, the southern Unail and the northern Unail for several hundred years until Brian Boru disrupted it and made a mess. And when we talk about high kings, essentially we're talking about the kings of Tara. So actually, one thing that really surprised me, I've been here before, but like the last time I was here was 30 years ago, is how big it is. Like I'm in the kind of the very center, the Leah Fall. I'm going to walk over now to here, Chuck Cormac, Cormac's house, which I think is the only place where people like it's a 10-minute walk in one direction to the banqueting halls, and then there's other parts much further. Just have to be careful here not to fall on my face. Some of the hills, some of the embankments are very steep. So I'm in the center of it. The center of it is kind of the Leah Fall, Chalk Cormac, which is near me here. About to get there here. And then the Mound of the Hostages, the Neolithic grave. That's the center part, but there's lots of others. So let's see what I can show you. Okay, I have to climb up another embankment now. So this, they reckon, it looks like a ring fort, bivalve, possibly a ring fort, or I could be wrong. The only place in Tara where people actually lived. The light is bad. I don't know how well you're seeing. I can't see my camera. And so it's quite big inside. Again, the Leah Fall and the Mound of the Hostages there. This place for a ring fort is quite big. So you have to do a lot of walking. I've been here for about an hour exploring. I still haven't seen everything. There is a lot to see. And just I'll show you the size of the embankments here. And then we'll head over to the tomb. So, and the reception here is funny. So I hope you're getting me. I think it seems to take some place and disappears, and other places comes in. So this is the trench. It's like a couple of meters down there, and then another couple of meters up on the other side. So it's quite steep. And even though the hill is not very high, as you can see, if you look in the horizon, we're higher than most, except over there. There's a tower there. Is that Slane or? I think that's Slane Hill. I could be wrong. I have to check up on my legend of St. Patrick. Okay, let's just walk down here. I have to be very careful not to fall. And we'll head over to the Mound of the Hostages, which is a Neolithic tomb. And just remember that around here, we're not far. I think we're 20 kilometers from Newgrange, Nowt, and Dowd. Trim Castle is nearby, and then heading inland, um, there's another big megalithic site of tombs, etc. So this place, people say it was the capital. It wasn't the capital as such of Ireland. It was used as to legitimate the Nail. They regard themselves as kings of Tara. Brian Boru, when he usurped the high kingship, the king of Tara, he used that title. And then after him, things just went a bit crazy until the Normans came in. So as you can see, it's quite big. And we're just in the very, very center. Like, if you think of the traditional picture of Tara from above, it's two kind of circular mounds, and then one mound like in the eye. So this would be the eye, and there's earthworks everywhere. I remember visiting this place. It was probably 40 something years ago, in a school trip, and the actual gate to the tomb was open, so we were able to go in. Not anymore. So here we're approaching the tomb. Hold on, let me center the camera. Filming, walking and talking is distracting. Right, so this is the Mound of the Hostages, the oldest part of the entire complex. So over there, that's Leah Fall, Chalk Cormac, and we'll just go in here. So this is a passage grave. People have been putting in offerings, which is interesting. There's some flowers there. Don't know if you can see anything. Okay, you can. And then there's a passage back there. There's a bridge across there as well. And some wood. Looks like someone made a little altar or something inside, which I hope they weren't burning inside. People tend to do these things. It's not nice. And I think this is where those mad British Israelites dug, looking for the Ark of the Covenant, doing undescribable damage. I'm not going to climb on top of it. It's very steep and a bit afraid of falling on the way down. So doing the Niall, Mound of the Hostage. And again, more earthworks to keep my eyes alert while I'm walking around here. And then in front of me there is Rat, like the Rat of the Synods. And this is Rat Nari, the Rat of the Kings. Okay, so Rat Nari, Mound of the Hostages, and Leah Fall would be the center. And then Rat of the Synods is just outside it. And then there's a whole pile of other stuff. The banqueting hall is about 5 minutes walk or more this way. You can see enclosures and digging everywhere. So this is the Rat of the Synods. And then I'll just walk over there and point. It's very warm in Dublin today. Well, in Meath, actually, I think it's almost 20 degrees, which is boiling for Dublin, boiling for Ireland. So there, about 100 meters in front of me is the banqueting hall. It's two long embankments that go on for, I don't know, 100, 150 meters, maybe 200. And then there's something over there. There's lots of other stuff. So there is a huge amount of stuff here. You kind of forget how much there is. Anyway, this was just a brief live from Tara. I hope you liked it. In a couple of weeks, I'll have a video out about it, filming now. The light's not very good, so I hope the film turns out okay. Thanks for watching, and if you can, subscribe to the channel, click like, etc. Slán.